Bedtime Stories for Kids. The Gingerbread Man. Once upon a time, in a cozy little cottage at the edge of a green field, there lived an old woman and an old man. They had no children, but they had each other, and they filled their days with songs, garden work, and the sweet scent of baking. One afternoon, as the sky filled with golden light, the old woman tied on her apron. "Today," she said, "I'll bake something special." She stirred flour, sugar, and spice into a large bowl. She added molasses and shaped the dough with careful hands. "Let's make a little boy," she smiled. A gingerbread boy with raisin eyes and a cinnamon smile. She cut him out with a tin cutter and placed him gently on a baking sheet. Then she gave him 2 currants for eyes, a red cherry for a nose, and a swirl of icing for buttons. "There," she whispered, sliding him into the oven. "Just right." The oven crackled. The scent filled the house. But as the old woman turned to fetch the teapot, thump, the oven door burst open. A small brown figure leaped to the floor. "He's running." The old woman gasped. "I'm running." The cookie shouted. "And I won't stop." The gingerbread man sprinted toward the door and flung it open. Flour dust swirled in his wake. "Come back," the old woman cried. The old man came running in. "What's all this?" "He's alive," she shouted. "The gingerbread boy, he's alive and running." "Then we'd better catch him." They chased him out the door, down the path, past the garden gate. But he was fast, faster than the wind through wheat. "Run, run, as fast as you can," he sang. "You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man." And just like that, he vanished into the afternoon sun, his icing gleaming, his cherry nose bobbing as he laughed. The gingerbread man raced down the dusty path, his little cookie feet tapping a rhythm on the dirt. Behind him, the old man and old woman panted and stumbled, their voices echoing after him. "Come back here, you sweet little scamp." But he only laughed, arms pumping like a runner in a race. "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man." As he passed the edge of the field, a cow looked up from her grazing. "Moo, what's all the fuss?" "I'm a gingerbread man," he said, spinning on his heel, "and you'll never catch me." "I might just try," said the cow, licking her lips. "You'd make a fine dessert." She joined the chase. The gingerbread man sped through the wheat, and soon they passed a horse pulling a cart. "Nay, what's going on?" the horse asked. "They're trying to catch me," shouted the cookie, "but I'm too fast." "Not for long." The horse neighed, galloping after them. "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man." He zipped past a schoolyard, where children paused their games to watch the commotion. "Catch him," one shouted. They joined too, a dozen little feet pounding after him. Now, the path thundered with footsteps. The old couple, the cow, the horse, and a pack of giggling children, all chasing a cookie with legs. The gingerbread man glanced back with a smirk. "No one can catch me," he said. "No one." He darted through tall grass, ducked under fences, and somersaulted past a crow perched on a post. "Caw," said the crow. "What's the rush? I'm the gingerbread man," he called back, "and I always outrun the crowd." And still, he kept running. But up ahead, something shimmered. A river. The gingerbread man skidded to a stop. The current swirled and bubbled. He looked behind him. The crowd was gaining. "Oh no," he whispered. "I can't swim. What do I do now?" From the shadows of the reeds, a voice replied, "Perhaps I can help." The gingerbread man turned toward the voice. There, sitting calmly at the edge of the riverbank, was a fox. His fur was sleek, his eyes sharp, and his smile far too pleasant. "Trouble crossing?" the fox asked, flicking his tail. The gingerbread man hesitated. "Yes, I can't swim." "Oh, I wouldn't expect you to," the fox replied smoothly. "You're far too delicate for river water." Behind them, the sound of the chase grew louder, hooves pounding, children laughing, the old woman shouting. "He's getting away." The fox stepped forward. "Climb on my back," he said. "I'll take you across." The gingerbread man looked at the swirling river, then back at the fox. "Why are you helping me?" The fox smiled. "Let's just say, I admire your speed." With no time to think, the gingerbread man leaped onto the fox's back. The water rose around them as the fox waded in. He moved slowly at first, nose high, tail trailing behind. "A bit farther," he said, "and the water will be deep. Climb to my head." The gingerbread man, now damp from the spray, scrambled up. "Don't let me fall. I wouldn't dream of it." As they reached the middle of the river, the water rose higher still. "To my nose," said the fox calmly. Just for a moment, the gingerbread man perched on the fox's snout, trembling slightly. "Almost there," the fox whispered. "Just one more bite." "What?" Snap! With one flick of his head, the fox tossed the gingerbread man into the air and caught him in his jaws. "Delicious," he said, licking his lips. The river rippled. The chase ended, and silence returned to the woods. On the far shore, the fox stepped out, shook his fur, and vanished into the trees. Behind, the old woman reached the river's edge, breathless. "Where is he?" she asked. The children, the cow, and the horse gathered beside her. "Gone," said the old man. "He was too fast for all of us, and too clever for himself." The river flowed quietly again, its surface smooth like glass. The wind rustled the reeds along the bank, and the crowd stood still, staring at the place where the gingerbread man had disappeared. The old woman sighed, brushing flour from her apron. "I baked him with love," she said softly, "and he ran from me the moment he could." The old man placed a hand on her shoulder. "He was full of fire," he said. "That kind of spirit doesn't stay still for long." The cow snorted. "Fast little thing." "Too fast," muttered the horse. "Too bold," said one of the children. "He thought he could outrun everything, even the river," said another. They all turned to look at the water. There was no sign of the fox, no sign of the cookie, only ripples like laughter slipping away. Far into the forest, the fox trotted alone, a crumb at the corner of his mouth. "Sweet," he said, "but not wise." He paused beneath a tree and looked back toward the river. He ran too fast to listen, too fast to think. He curled his tail around himself and dozed off in the warm sun. Back at the cottage, the old woman stood at her oven once more. She reached for the flour, then stopped. "No more gingerbread men," she whispered. Instead, she baked a round cake. No legs, no eyes, just something warm, meant to be shared. And when the children came knocking, she gave them each a slice. "Don't eat it all at once," she smiled. "Some sweetness is best when taken slowly." They laughed, thanked her, and walked away. No chasing, no running, just crumbs trailing down the path. As for the gingerbread man, some say his spirit still lives, in children who run too fast, in cookies too clever, in stories told around fires. "Run, run, as fast as you can," they chant. But in the end, even the fastest steps must stop, and every journey leaves a trail behind.